Hello and welcome to Nerdy Unreal Dev, and today I am going to show you how you can get the chaos build of 4.26 for anyone who wants to test it out. And you all can see my initial reactions to it. I have not used this before, but I thought some of you might like to see this. So, uh, as you can see here, there's my various projects. Kudos to anyone who has a feeling what this is referencing. And so, starting off, we're going to go to Engine Versions, hit plus. Then right here in this drop down, you're going to scroll all the way down. Whoop, not that far down. And you'll see 4.26 Chaos. So even though 4.26, the regular 4.26 does have plugins for Chaos, um, the Chaos build is the one that actually has it implemented, and you don't have to do anything fancy. If you do prefer to stay in 4.25 but play with Chaos, there are source codes that you can go to GitHub and get. So this works for 2.3, 2.4, and 2.5. But it's also kind of simpler to just do this if you have the space, basically. So, 4.26 chaos. Install. Install chaos preview. Warning, watch for falling rocks. Just a little thing about feedback and bugs. Yes. And now I am going to stop the video while this installs. And we'll be right back. Okay, and what was less than a second for you all was a while for me. But we have 4.26 chaos all ready to go. It's now in preview 2. So we're just going to launch that and get started. Let's see the disaster. Well, okay, desktop's not a disaster at the moment. So let's make a new project. Link. And we're just gonna call this chaos testing. Alrighty, so it says new plugins are available. If we check, all the useful chaos stuff is definitely there. So, file, new level. And in here in modes, we have fracture. But first, we're going to need something to fracture. I say, like, I know what I'm doing, even though all I know is how to fracture via Houdini. I've used Houdini to destroy objects before. And I also, I did take a look at the documentation before diving in, so not going completely, in the dark. Alright, so, nope, not what I wanted to do. It's not 23. 2 by 2, and let's just go 8. Yeah. I have a cube. I pressed end to make it just touch the other thing. And we're gonna go into fracture. Select geometry and use new plus to create new geometry collection to begin fracturing. Okay. Oh, I see. New plus. Create geometry collection. And now we have some options. Now what I'm used to is basically you see all these lines, you decide what you want, and then you hit play, and then you adjust, then you hit play again. Alright. Clustered, brick, random C. Oh, I see. So cluster, uniform, fracture. Okay. Draw a site, draw diagram. For me, this is interesting because I'm used to basically having a bunch of nodes. But we have all these settings. So I guess if I hit play here, there we go. Okay. Escape. Alright, so that's where you hit play. I totally know what I'm doing. Whoa. Excuse me? What are you fracturing? Oops. Chaos solver. None. Like I said, this is me playing around. Select. Oops. Yep, select. What does clustered look like? Alright, so it seems like we need to adjust a few things. Mainly, so, hello? Okay. So first off, this is very big chunks. We also don't seem to be working with a lot of gravity. Not a lot of gravity is going on here. Okay. So these are levels of... Okay. Sometimes there's, when you're destroying objects, at least with Houdini, there's kind of two levels of fracture. You have the big fracture, like what you just saw, and then you have micro fractures that happen after the first fracture. Just because when things get destroyed, it's never clean. At least not in the real world. There's always, your big chunks of concrete, and then the little chips of concrete that break off. You also usually have dust from various things inside of the building, as well as dust that was just generated due to little bits of concrete that's, just being destroyed, as well as dirt on the ground. At least when you're destroying buildings. Obviously, it depends on what you're destroying. If you're destroying, like, a car, you then... Now you're bringing in, well, the explosion factor, depending how you're destroying it, and how much gas is in the gas tank. Broken glass, metal also, metal and plastic, how it behaves. So a lot of cars are designed to crumple. So you need, rather than what we see here, which just seems to, well, for one thing, this is just kind of popping into destruction, which is very odd. And I don't know how to fix that. So yeah, like I said, I have some experience with Houdini. Um, Doing this sort of thing. Okay, select all. Outliner. So, okay, so it divides the cubes. So this is like, so what it's highlighting is each individual cube. Which so like, basically, I highlighted this one cube, and now if I hit play, that didn't do what I thought it would do. Um, I thought this particular chunk was gonna like blow up. Also what's going on here is this is a style called, oh god, I can't actually pronounce it. Voronoi? Yeah. Okay, random seed chance to fracture each mesh. Yeah, cluster Voronoi. Alright, so let's actually get out of this. Select all. Zero. So I want to change how this is fractured. Yeah, so the cluster, yeah, and then so minimum and then maximum. It seems like it's trying to get some randomization here. Bear in mind, the more tiny it is, usually the harder it is on your computer. Chance to fracture or mesh. Interesting. Amplitude, frequency, octave. Okay, noise. I'm not sure what's going on here. Pulling up the documentation. It's mostly talking about geometry collections. Alright, there we go. Okay, so explode amount. This is so that you can kind of see how. This is called exploded view. So you can see how it'll look. Apparently there's a damage thing under cluster to make it look more realistic. If anyone were to ask me, like, what I think is better, Chaos or Houdini, I would say I am literally just playing with Chaos right now. I'm mostly talking about Houdini just because that's what I know. But also, I just want some gravity and not this popping. And I don't know what's causing the popping. I just want to control gravity, damn it. Like, what is this popping? What is going on here? Like, it seems to fall down. And then it just pops. Like, theoretically... I mean, I don't have anything hitting it, so there's nothing to really break it, but theoretically it should just, you know... If it's just on its own, it should probably just come down. Like, you would lose the top pieces. Like, you would lose these first. Or actually, you might lose some of the lower... It's also not very big. Like, I mean... How do I get smaller fractures? I don't... I'm not talking, like... Just, I don't want these big chunks. What are these big chunks? This is not what I want. Okay, cool. So what, 2? Okay, if I turn off group fracture, what happens? Oh, do I have to hit fracture and that's why nothing was changing? Okay. Oh god, what just happened? What just happened here? Alright. Cool, cool. I still... Okay. So yes, it should break into smaller pieces upon, like, hitting something. This is just hilarious in that... What is even going on here? I still don't like the popping. I don't... Why is it popping? I probably sound like a crazy person. Like, what are you talking about? Just the way it goes from, like, building to pop. Fractured is just really weird. I don't get it. And that's why I was talking about gravity at first, because I thought there was something wrong with gravity, but it's still... It does seem to be at 980, which is gravity. Don't ask me why. That's just how it is. It's either 980 or 960. Um, yeah, that's like that's Earth's gravity. Um, yeah, Earth's gravity is actually like I think I need to look into the actual physics, but I think it's actually 0.98 G, not 1 G. Which is really funny when watching like Expanse, because they're just like, we're going, yeah, Earth is at 1G. It's like, I know this is just layman's terms, but I'm pretty sure it's not. That, or all my programs are lying to me. And maybe I shouldn't get physics facts from programs, from art programs. Um, one of us is wrong. Uh, that would actually be funny if like the Martians in the Expanse are like training at 1G and then they get to Earth and it's like, wait, this feels a bit lighter. Whoops. Okay, so if this is What did I do? I turned group vector back on and it's still doing that. I think I just confused the entire thing. I think I also did I do something with clusters? Anyways, this has been Nerdy on Real Dev, actually talking about nerdy things for once. And also reacting to Chaos Solver and being very confused. This wasn't so much a reaction video as yeah, I'm just confused. But I'm sure I will figure this out and hopefully have something more conclusive for you all. But for now, have a good one. Hello, and thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, consider supporting me at my coffee, even following me there. I also have an ArtStation page where I have a few prints as well as a store with 3D assets. And I also have a Redbubble with various designs ranging from more abstract, cartoony, and various queer flag related designs. Links in the description below. Thanks for watching.